In this tutorial we're going to be learning the Tunisian fan stitch. This is what the front of the stitch looks like and this is what the back looks like. This tutorial is part of a series I'm running on my YouTube channel where we are exploring a whole load of different Tunisian crochet stitches that would make beautiful blankets. If you'd like to see the rest of those tutorials, I'll link the playlist at the end of this video. Right, let's jump in and start learning the Tunisian fan stitch. Start by making a slip knot using your preferred method. That's how I like to make my slip knots. And then for this stitch, your starting chain needs to be a multiple of 8 plus 3. So for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to go for a starting chain of 27. So the next step is to work your foundation row as you would for Tunisian simple stitch, and I like to do those in the back bumps of the chain. If this is your first Tunisian crochet tutorial and you're not sure about how to make a foundation row, I will link my tutorial for absolute beginners up here on the screen, so go ahead and watch that video first before coming back to this tutorial. So there's my foundation row finished, and we're actually going to change colours here. But for this stitch, you can see on alternate rows between the fans, I'm using the same colour, this creamy colour. So I'm actually going to be carrying this grey colour up the work. I'm not going to be cutting it here. So I'll show you what that looks like on the back. So can you see here, this stretch of cream yarn is where I've carried the yarn up to the next row across that colour. For these individual colours, I have cut my yarn and woven in the end for each stripe, but yeah, this cream colour, I'm going to carry it up my work. So to change colours, I'm going to go back a step. So I'm going to undo this last loop, pop those 2 loops back on my hook. So I'm not cutting this yarn, I'm just going to leave it dangling there, ready for me to pick up later. I've pulled up the end of my next colour. So I'm going to lay it over my crochet hook and pull it through those 2 loops. We've now successfully changed colour. So we're going to start this stitch repeat by working 2 Tunisian simple stitches, so under that vertical bar. 1, 2. Then we're going to skip 2 stitches, so we're going to skip this one and this one. And into the next stitch, we're going to make a fan of 5 Tunisian double crochets. So that's a double crochet in US terms, they're called trebles in the UK. So Tunisian double crochets are kind of like a cross between a Tunisian stitch and a normal crochet stitch. So I'll show you how we do that. So when we're going to be working these stitches, we're not going to be working them under the front bar of the stitch. We're actually going to be going between the front and the back bar, vertical bars of the stitch. So if you watched my Tunisian knit stitch tutorial, we're putting our hook in the same place. So can you see here, we've got the front vertical bar, but we've also got a vertical bar here. This is the back vertical bar. We're going to be putting our hook between them through our crochet to the back to make these Tunisian double crochet stitches. So I'll show you how we do that. So we're going to yarn over, skip 2, skip, and then into this next stitch, so between the front and the back bars there, going between them through to the back of the crochet there, then yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. So that's our first Tunisian double crochet. We're going to work 4 more into the same space. So yarn over, hook in that same space between the front vertical bar and the back vertical bar, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, put your hook into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, put your hook into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, hook into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So if we have a look here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Tunisian double crochets all worked into the same space down here. You can see this creates a bit of a hole here, but it's kind of like a feature of the stitch there. So we're now going to continue on with this stitch repeat. So we're going to skip 2 more, so skip, then we're going to work Tunisian simple stitch in the next 3 stitches. So skip, Tunisian simple stitch, Tunisian simple stitch, Tunisian simple stitch. So that is our stitch repeat across this row. Now we're going to skip 2, work a fan of 5 Tunisian double crochets, skip 2 and then 3 Tunisian simple stitches. And we're going to repeat this across. I'll work one more of these stitch repeats with you. So yarn over, skip 2 stitches, skip, skip. I'm going to put my hook into the next stitch between the front and back vertical bars. So I'm going in there, through to the back, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And again into the same space, yarn over, hook into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 2 Tunisian double crochets. We're going to make 3 more into that same space. So there's my third, my fourth, and my fifth. Now skip 2, so skip, skip, and then Tunisian simple stitch in the next 3 stitches. So continue repeating that across to the end of the row, and I'll meet you once you've got a couple of stitches left to work. So I've done my final fan, and I'm going to skip the next 2 stitches, so skip, skip, and I'm going to work Tunisian simple stitch in these last 2 stitches. And then my final stitch is going to be my edge stitch, which we work the same as Tunisian crochet underneath the 2 loops at the edge of the stitch. So now we're going to work a return pass, which is the same as Tunisian simple stitch. So yarn over, pull through 1, then yarn over, pull through 2, all the way across until you've got 2 loops left on your hook, and I'll meet you there to change colours. So there's my return pass finished. I've got 2 loops left on my hook. So I'm now going to cut this colour yarn. Then we're going to swap back to the grey yarn. So remember, we dropped this yarn. It's just been dangling off of our work earlier. So I'm going to pick that back up. I'm going to yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops with it. Now you need to be careful here not to pull this loop too tight, because if you pull it too tight, the edges of your crochet will start bunching up. And if it's too loose, all your stitches will start getting really baggy. So we need our tension here to be just right, just like when we crochet. So you can see that's about how big my length of yarn is. So every odd numbered row in this stitch repeat is the same, and it's always using our neutral coloured yarn. So here I'm using cream, this one I'm using grey, and it's always just a row of straight Tunisian simple stitch. We just go across, picking up those vertical bars. Now when you reach one of these fans, the vertical bars look quite obvious to me. Here is the vertical bar, right there. So go ahead and work a row of Tunisian simple stitch up until the point where we're going to change colours again, and I'll meet you there. So there's my row of Tunisian simple stitch, and I'm ready to change colour. And then again, I'm not cutting my grey yarn. I'm just going to lay my next colour over the top of my crochet hook and pull up a loop, leaving a tail long enough to weave in later. So if we have a look at our swatch, we're going to be working this row here, and as you can see in this row, our shells are worked offset from the row below, from row 2 down here. And to make sure that our stitch count is correct, we're actually going to be working some half shells at the start and end of our row, and those half shells are just 3 Tunisian doubles rather than our 5 Tunisian doubles we were doing previously. I am going to work this row with you step by step. So we're going to be jumping straight into that half fan in this first stitch, but before we do that, I do have a tip for you. So if you take your neutral colour and pop it over to this side, just so it's out the way, it just makes those lengths of yarn on the back of our work look a bit neater than if it was over here, because of that half fan. So to work that half fan, start by yarning over and putting your hook in that space we made our fans before. So we're going between the front vertical bar and the back vertical bar to the back of our crochet there. Yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to do that twice more, so we've got 3 Tunisian double crochets into the same space. There's my third one. There. So from this point forwards, we're going to be going back to that familiar stitch repeat from row 2. So we're going to skip 2 after the fan, skip, skip, then work Tunisian simple stitch for 3 stitches. That's 2, 3. Then we're going to skip 2, we're going to make a fan, so there's 5 Tunisian double crochets all into that space between the front and back vertical bars of the next stitch there. So this is just the same as we did in row 2. And then you're going to repeat that across until you've just worked above this shell here. You should be doing 3 Tunisian simple stitches here. I'll meet you back here and I'll show you how we do a half fan at this side of the work. So this is what my row is looking like, and I've just done 3 Tunisian simple stitches and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches left unworked. So we're now going to make a half fan. So yarn over, skip 2, then into that same space we've been working in previously, we're going to work 3 Tunisian double crochets. So that's 2 and 3. And then we're going to finish off this forward pass with our usual edge stitch, so underneath those 2 loops. And then you're going to go and do your return pass as normal, and I'll meet you at the end of the return pass. So I'm almost at the end of the return pass and I've got 2 loops left, so I'm going to swap back to my grey colour. So now we're going to do a row of Tunisian simple stitch in this grey colour, and then you need to go back and repeat rows 2, 3, 4 and 5 until your crochet piece is the size you want it to be. When you are finished with your crochet piece, I recommend casting off just the same as we would in Tunisian simple stitch, with a slip stitch along each vertical bar. Again, if you've not done that before, I'll link my Tunisian crochet for complete beginners down in the description, and on your screen here I'll pop my playlist of all my other Tunisian crochet stitches you might like to try next. I'll see you again next week for another video.